Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights, Shadows of Undrentide, where Vera is slowly hauling a big bag of loot behind her all the way out of the tunnels at the moment, on account of the fact that she's had her constitution and strength and movement speed decreased by an annoying disease. But we have found Zydan. Well, quest is complete. Now we just need to go walk all the way back over here very, very slowly and get this all sorted out and hopefully sell loot and find someone who can heal us, because I don't know what to do right now. I think I need to go talk to Dashnaya to get myself healed, don't I? No more stingers, please, for the love of all that's holy. Hello, Xanos. Xanos can see that you have not fared well in his absence. Maybe you should reconsider... No, Xanos, I refuse. Be quiet. Hello again, Dashnaya. Hello, Vera. You don't look very well.
It's a pleasure to speak with you.
Need some healing. No. That's better. Move again. Brilliant. No, oh, God, the pathfinding and controls in this game drive me nuts sometimes. You want to walk forwards, but you walk backwards. It's like trying to ride a horse in Skyrim sometimes, I swear. It's like, oh, no, I want to go over there, but she's decided, no, she's got to go all the way around this side instead. And it's like, why? I don't know.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I was beginning to think we'd have to wander back to Black Sands before long.
I would not advise that, Madam Catriona. Neither would I, to be honest. It's good to have you back. None the worse for your experience, I see. That is true. The thanks must go to Vera for that. True enough. Well, Vera, you rescued Zydan as you said you would. I suppose you'll be wanting your 500 gold. I think I deserve a bit more than that, don't you? It was really hard. I nearly died several times. I suppose so, even though we did have a deal, as you'll recall. I'm grateful, however, so I'll overlook that. So here then, 700 gold. Hopefully I'll make up for that in trade. We'll also need to discuss what your rescue is worth in relation to our deal, Zydan. Yes, of course, Madam Catriona. Now then. I trust you're ready to move on, Vera? No, I need to sell you stuff first.
So, are you ready?
Oh, you're not going to let me though, are you? Fine.
So, are you ready?
Yes, let's go. Good. Tarius, what's the delay? Why aren't we moving yet? And here I was enjoying this relaxing stop of ours. I said move it, lazy bones. Everyone on your feet. We leave now.
We could be in some trouble, friend. The oxen have gone through the water rations much faster than expected. There is an oasis near here, but we have had some trouble with the tribe that guards it. You have a way of dealing with problems that I seem to lack. If you could just go and talk to the Bedine, maybe they would allow us to restock our water supplies.
This is the worst planned expedition I have ever been a part of in my life. What kind of problems did you have with them? To us it seemed a simple thing, to allow our oxen to walk into the waterhole. It was our first time crossing the desert, and we did not know the proper customs. They poops in water, maybe? Nothing so distasteful, no. The Bedine consider the oasis something of a secret place. However, it's tied into their local history somehow. We were never welcomed back, though. We would never do such a thing again. We need this water, Vera. I will try. Good. Return as soon as possible. Would be a good thing if we were able to continue tomorrow morning. I would like to make a purchase. Certainly, God is always welcome. Right. Flesh Ripper. The shield. This stonking great suit of armor and the staff of power. We will hold on to for now. I am gonna leave it in the bag. Also the gold necklace, the glittering necklace. And all of this other junk. We've got lots of gold now. Good. We deserve it. Quite frankly. Healer's kit +6. Wow. Okay. Alright. I need one set of those as well, so there we go. We got lots of money now. I like it. Anything worth spending it on? Amulet of natural armor, perhaps. Well, he beats the amulet of cold resistance I'm wearing right now. That's for sure. It's for $1,000, you know. Because you have a ring of protection here or something, do you? Oh, you do, as it turns out. The Ring of Animal Friendship has proved to be completely useless to us so far. Entirely useless, as a matter of fact. I am going to sell it. And in return, I shall buy this Amulet of Natural Armor and this Ring of Protection. I don't think there's going to be much call for cold resistance in the desert, after all, and I could do with increasing my armor class even just a little bit. And then I suppose you have, like, ooh, a greater magic bag, for example. I was hoping you might have a cloak or something, to be honest, actually, but... Oh, no, you have. A nymph cloak and a cloak of protection +1. That is going to cost me not as much as I would have thought, actually. Charisma +1. I'll take that. Cloak of Ascalon. Do I want to sell it? How much does it weigh? 3. I kind of want to keep it as a memento, to be honest. But we will wear this. Yes, we will. Brings our armor class up to 13, which is, again, it's still rubbish, but I mean, I'm just, you know. If it makes the difference between us getting killed with an arrow and not getting killed by an arrow, I'm all for it, honestly. You know, I might even want to think about getting a helmet, because that will improve our concentration by +1. Of course, all the helmets look ridiculous, but, yeah. Also, braces. Braces of armor, huh? Do I have a free slot for that? I do, actually. There we go. We've got Talona Strike, which we can put on the hotbar. Alright, and then there's this issue of this greater magic bag you've got. Which is awfully, awfully tempting. Even if I just sell the existing magic bag I've got. Oh, but that's not very much though, is it? Good lord. I'm going to buy... Weight reduction to 80%. Really good. Don't have that much money left though at this point. I'm gonna get just another ordinary magic bag. That's what I'm gonna do for now. Okay. So, more busy work for us to do, it seems. Come along, Deacon. We have tribals to go talk to.
Oh, Deacon thinks this be really interesting. Deacon kind of writes it all down in Deacon's book about Vera Blake, obviously. What does Vera know about tribal peoples?
I don't know anything about tribal people, Deacon. I have no idea what to expect. I'm continually confused by the fact that Catriona entrusts me to do all of this for her. I begin to think she's simply lazy, to be honest.
Oh, Deacon thinks Vera probably right.
I'm always right, Deacon. You should remember that.
Oh, Deacon's going to make a note, yes.
Okay, so... disappearing into a big old canyon, it seems.
Feel the fury!
Oh boy, what? What is going... Zombies! Don't want to release a fireball in case it kills these guys. Go at your undead brethren, I must speak with this stranger. Greetings to you, stranger. You have come to the oasis of the Green Palm in a time of great danger. I am afraid there is nothing here for you other than death, and the curse of undeath. All I need is some water. As I said before, there is nothing for you here, at least of all the water that flowed once in our oasis. If you do not desire to walk the night without a soul, I suggest you move on. A powerful creature, an ancient foe of my people, has risen once again. He has taken our water, destroyed the temple of the Morning Lord, and sent his undead minions against us.
Oh, you says creature? Wait, Deacon gets out his notes. He got to write this all down.
His minions drag the corpses of my people down into his tomb, where he brings them back to life and sends them to fight us. Our numbers dwindle as his grow, and without even water to sustain us, we shall soon fall. Why do these things always happen to me? Over 100 of my people have died in the last few days, and you claim this is directed at you? Do not disregard the lives of my people in such a selfish manner. I suppose you face the same death as we do. Very well. Even though this tale is not normally told outside the Bedin, I suppose it is only fair that you know of the cursed creature who haunts us both. His name is Kelgaras. The legends passed down from father to son for ages in our tribe tell that the Kelgaras hails from an age long past, in the time of the Netheril Empire. He was an evil necromancer and disciple to the god Jergal. Tell me about Jergal. In the time of the Netheril, Jergal was a powerful god of the evil and darkness. It is said his power has diminished in this age, if he even exists at all, though Kelgaras remains as powerful as ever. It is said that Kelgaras used the powers offered to him by Jergal and attempted to gain the rulership of the empire itself. That is how he became what he is now. And did he rule the empire? He tried, though he ultimately did not succeed. There were many who fought to rule the empire in that age, and Kelgaras has many rivals with powers that paralleled his own. Because he lacked the power to defeat his rivals in life, Kelgaras sought powers through death, that he might find a way to become the supreme ruler among the Netherese.
That sounds like bad news. Old Master once told Deacon story about dragon that do that. Old Master say he looked terrible without any skin.
The horror of the undead goes far beyond their appearance, little one. Kelgaras became a creature of undeath, gaining the abilities of the supernatural, plus retaining all the power he held in life. He did not, however, anticipate the reaction of his rivals to this change. Such evil is always undone in the end. So it would seem. All things must come to their end, good or evil, as did even the great Netheril Empire itself. In fact, it was the Empire's fault that allowed Kelgaras to live, but I get ahead of myself. As part of Kelgaras' change into his evil undead form, his soul had been trapped within a rod that he kept close at hand, for this rod could be used against him. Kelgaras' rivals discovered this fact and had the rod stolen. They performed a great binding ritual upon it that drove Kelgaras deep into the earth and imprisoned him there. Why did they not just destroy him? Kelgaras' immortal form was protected by the power of Jagal himself, and not so easily destroyed. Even the great power wielded by the mages of that age could but contain him in the end. And then, after Kelgaras had been imprisoned for centuries, the Empire fell and its magic vanished. The binding that held Kelgaras was broken, and he was once again free. He recovered the rod and then put an elaborate tomb. Built an elaborate tomb. Sorry, it's very hot out here today. It's difficult to read this script they've provided me with. Yes, I know, it happens to me all the time as well. Just carry on. He recovered the rod and then built an elaborate tomb from which he planned to rule. In the end, it was my own people, the Bedin, who stopped Kel'Garas from succeeding, but only at great cost. What cost was that? When the Bedin first battled Kel'Garas after his rising, he was all but invincible. Many thousands fought, but only to be slaughtered by his magic or turned into ghastly undead. We were desperate for aid, for anything that could stop this evil, and we found it. Or rather, one of my own ancestors did. What did he find? A prison built by the ancient Netherese, perhaps similar to the one Kel'Garas had himself once been in. I do not know. This one, however, still held its occupant. It called itself Ferim, and was unlike anything else my ancestor had ever seen. It had great power, however. Power as great as that of Kel'Garas. It was this power that my ancestor bargained for and was granted. A power that would drive Kel'Garas back to his tomb and keep him there forever. Does this power still exist? It does. The power has been passed down in each generation of my bloodline. Should Kel'Garas ever leave his tomb, I could perhaps even destroy him. Why only if he leaves his tomb? If I could only venture within myself to face the creature directly. Should we enter the tomb, however, our own power is nullified by Kel'Garas' magic and we are helpless. Some have still tried.
That not sounds like it ended good.
The most recent was my own uncle, Hamad, the last to hold the power before me. He entered and returned a fortnight later, a zombie himself. I was forced to slay him, my own kin, and banish his soul. There are many things I could brave, stranger, but undeath, no, not that. Anything but that. Alas, our time grows short, and I am sure Kel'Garas knows this. I am the last of my own blood, and have the power that was handed down to me. It has been waning even as Kel'Garas' own power grows. What do you know of Kel'Garas himself? Because he lacked the power to defeat his rivals in life, Kel'Garas sought powers through death that he might find a way to become the supreme ruler among the Netherese.
That sound like bad news. Deacon already said this. Like Deacon confused. Deacon suffering from deja vu.
Okay. So how do you propose we defeat Kel'Garas? You must first destroy his body, which is neither an easy task nor will it be permanent. Kel'Garas is immortal after all. The source of his eternal life lies within the rod he holds. According to the legends, however, whoever recovers the rod can place it on the altar of the Morning Lord, and Lathander will destroy its power, for none hate the undead more than him. The rod's destruction will end Kel'Garas' existence forever, and only that can restore the water to the oasis and give us hope of survival. How did Kel'Garas get rid of all the water? Kel'Garas' strength has been growing, and it obviously has reached the point where he was able to reach out from within his tomb and parch the very spring from which the oasis flows. Even though he remains in his tomb, our tribe is under siege, and he is winning. That is all my questions about Kel'Garas. Are there other questions you have? I will be going now. You must recover the rod that binds Kel'Garas to this mortal plane. Only when it is destroyed on the altar of Lathander will we be truly free of his evil. Before you face Kalgaras in his tomb, I would first suggest you enter the crypt by the oasis. It is the burial place of Al-Rashid, my distant ancestor, who was the first to gain the power to fight Kalgaras. My ancestor's weapon lies within, very effective against the undead, though the legends say it failed him in the end, and holds no power when wielded by those of our blood. That is why we buried it with him. That sounds awfully contrived. Do not question the plot, madam. That's fine.
Oh, Deacon, none of your blood.
That is true. I mean no offense, little one, but I would sooner take heart should my ancestor's weapon find its way into the hands of your mistress here. You are not of our blood, obviously. It may be the weapon would work in your hands, and I have little doubt Al-Rashid would gladly forgive the intrusion if it meant the death of Kelgaras. The shifting sands are ever treacherous, but trust must be placed somewhere. I beg you, do not fail us, wanderer. No pressure, eh? I'm not familiar with this phrase, foreigner. What do you mean, no pressure? Never mind. Colin, Deacon, we have to go and save the world again. Wonderful. So... Can I just reiterate at this point, I really wish you'd just stayed at home and read books. I'm beginning to see your point, Colin, but nevertheless, there's no point in worrying about that now. All we have to do at the moment is defeat an ancient necromancer that's immortal. And as absurd as that might seem, we are the only people here capable of doing such a thing. You, me, and Deacon. That we should find ourselves in such a situation where us three are the only ones who can defeat an ancient necromancer says a lot about the position we are in, but nevertheless, we will do what we can. The Catacomb of Al-Rashid. Well, let's go inside and have a look. Oh, marvelous.
I always get my way.
Can you please hit Deacon instead? He's got a much higher armor class. Thank you. Okay. So what do we have here? A whole bunch of stuff, actually. That's what we have here. Interesting. It's locked. When evil grows unchecked, then shall the one destroy the guardians and prove his worth to wield the desert's fury.
I simply can't carry all of this.
Ugh, not again. Constantly getting over encumbered. Why? Because apparently we've got this runestone that weighs 50. These heavy runestones have symbols on them, but their use is not obvious. Oh, hello. It's not really a statue, is it? Not at all. Oh boy. When in doubt, fireball! Right there. Or not. Never mind. Whatever. Just cast it, Vera, come on. There we go. Boom. I think we did it. Now what? It has revealed a thing. Man, am I confused. I've defeated the Guardians. I'm worthy. Damn it. I don't even want this stupid weapon. I'm not a warrior.
I simply can't carry all of this.
Heavily encumbered. Oh, God. Maybe there's a clue in the positioning of these flag things? I don't freaking know. Ugh. Maybe if I drop one of these.
I simply can't carry all of this.
Right.
I simply can't carry all.
Maybe. Oh, I do love
Simply
puzzles.
can't carry all of
Have you ever
this.
told you how much I love puzzles? Ugh. Right. Maybe just dump them on the corners here.
I simply can't carry all of this.
And then we've got... Oh, there's 1, 2, 3 more. Oh, I really don't know what I'm doing here.
I simply can't carry all of this. I simply can't carry all of this.
Maybe I need to put them in a cross pattern? Yeah, you can't really get a cross pattern though. There's not enough squares. We only have 3 runestones to play with at this point, so... Oh, can we not just bash this open?
I always get my way.
Weapon ineffective. Well, there's a surprise. Brilliant. Any bright ideas, guys?
Deacon not very good at puzzles.
Sorry, I'm a cat. I'm useless at puzzles as well. Brilliant. Fantastic.